Right, this is the shirt. Check the date. So it's the 2,398th game, but more specifically, the date there, the 10th of May, 2016. My 36th birthday. Boy, did I get a present. Try and get that. Where are we? Yeah, what a great 36th birthday present. Leading Man United. Trailing to Man United. 2 goals by Ogbonna and Reed in the dying the dying 6-7 minutes of the game. I'm still quite hazy about that game, to be honest, because it was just such raw emotion. Really just fantastic game. As I say, leading 1-0, trailing 2-1, winning 3-2 on the last ever game at home against Man United, one of the biggest clubs in the, if not the biggest club in the league. It was just fantastic. I just couldn't. Nobody would have. You couldn't have scripted it any better. Our last season was fantastic. You know, we were on the verge of properly securing Europe until we went to Stoke away, which I was at with my mates. And as we all know, we lost that game, and we still got into Europe on the back of was it Man United, I think, winning the FA Cup. So we went to European qualifying rounds, went down to 7th. Now, bearing in mind we'd already gone through the qualifying rounds in that season before, because of Sam Elliott and the club, we had the least amount of red cards. We went through on fair play. You know, we were the best behaved in the league, so we got through to the Europe. West Ham, the best behaved team in the league. Same way Fulham got through to the Europa League. Now, Fulham, that season was the reason why Roy Hodgson got the England job, because he was able to get Fulham through to the final of the Europa League. Figure that one out, FA. Still waiting to find out why you appointed him in the first place. So anyway, as I say, back to West Ham. It was good. You know, we had Lanzini, who was fantastic in the qualifying rounds, and then again in the next, you know, the start of that season, he penned a we signed him up to a new permanent contract. Great, because we had him on loan before. So happy that he signed up in the last season. We brought in Payet, as everybody knows. We know what happens to that, so I'm going to screw it on from there. But as I say, he was instrumental in a lot of the games. Slowly becoming the Gareth Bale of West Ham, unfortunately, because we were very, very reliant on him. And too reliant, I would argue. We had decent players in the midfield. Lanzini was growing his feet now in that season. He really was now. Really growing his feet, which we've obviously seen this season, just gone since the snake. Since the snake left Lanzini in January, Lanzini has stepped up big time. Absolutely love him. Me and one of my mates at football, we've got a joke about him because when he was playing for us season before last, someone said that he was a one-season wonder. Well, it's been 2 seasons now. So whatever idiot that was sitting in the Trevor Booking lower said that, you just think outside the box, son. You really do. Right. So as I say, back to what I was talking about 4 minutes ago. Man United at home, beat them 3-2 in the last home game of the season. You couldn't ask for anything better. You really couldn't ask for anything better. As I say, losing 1-0, winning 1-0, losing 2-1, and then coming back 3-2. Yeah. The funny thing was with Man U, they also played Spurs at their last ever game at the Shite Hole. I mean, sorry if you're watching, Vic, not the Shite Hole. Or sorry, Flav, if you're watching from Bull Street or the Fighting Cock. Not the Shite Hole, the White Hole, Shite Hole, White Lane. Nah, as I say, it's Wayne Rooney trying to spoil the party to be the last one they ever score at White Hart Lane. Didn't matter, they still beat Man United. So everyone's going to ignore that and just focus on the point, as I've been, that Man United have lost to two teams moving grounds in their respective seasons. On the trot, I should say. Now, as I say, moving to the Olympic Stadium. This, if anybody is watching this, as I say, it's my first video, so I don't think many people will be. Me personally, me and Ange, my girlfriend, we've been together. I've been to every game bar one this season. I've just gone. I missed the Burnley at home game because my work, we had a Christmas party that night, and then in hindsight, I made the right decision to go to the Christmas party. But yeah, no, as I say, Ange and I have been. I took her to the first home game of the first official league game of the season, which was Bournemouth, when we beat them 1-0 with an Antonio header with a few minutes to go. Boring game, hot day, great stadium. My opinion, our opinion, great stadium. I'm an addendum here though, guys. An addendum to it, which is it's not a football stadium. In its current configuration, it's not a football stadium. It's a great little stadium. It's impressive. You're walking down, the whole Wembley Way bit. You walk through, you're going through the barriers. It's huge. You can walk out, and it's this massive goldfish bowl. I don't like it. I don't like that term. It's not. It's a bowl, yes, but no, it's not that poor that people to call it a goldfish bowl. Yes, it is a bowl because it's shaped like that, but I would rather call it a Pyrex bowl than name dropping. Sorry, spontaneous. But yeah, as I say, it was. I love the stadium. I do. I really do. Our seats are much better than where we were beforehand. Yes, okay, we're further away from the pitch. Suck it up, guys, please. Seriously, come on. Where we were at the Boelyn, me and my mates around me, we had to duck under the crossbar to see what was going on at the other end of the pitch, and sometimes we had to watch the TV screens. Don't need to do that now. Great from that side. Yes, we were missold, technically, missold by the reservation centre. Not for the seats. Not for the seats at all. Not for the seats. We were missold in terms of the promises that we were given to get our deposits. But we knew that anyway. It's football. As my late dad used to say about cricket, once you start putting sponsors on the shirt, the game starts to lose its integrity. Absolutely true. I love West Ham. Everybody knows I love West Ham. But I don't have any confidence now in the board. I still rate them for exactly what they did for us. They sorted us out. As you see in my video earlier, they really sorted us out. They sorted us. We cleared all the dead wood, all the people that were there just for the payday. We brought in a manager to sort us out. He brought us stability in a lot of ways. I was never pro Allardyce. I've never anti Allardyce. As anti his tactics, but as a manager, we could have done a lot worse. If we had bought in, I honestly think if we had bought in anybody else other than Allardyce, we'd probably still be down in the Championship now. That's my feeling on it. I know you guys won't. I know a lot of people will agree with me. I know a lot of people won't agree with me. You're all entitled to your opinion, just like I'm entitled to mine. But yeah, as I say, it was good. I love what they've been able to do from them for the club. I don't like all this malarkey that's going on at the moment. That for the second season in a row we sell out our season tickets, and all of a sudden we start missing out on key players. But as I said, that guys, I will be talking about David Gold in a little while as well, which is part of the list, but that's a lot further down at the moment because this is me talking about my love of West Ham. I do love the board for what they did. I don't love the board for what they're currently doing. Bilic is a great manager. I do not agree that the loss of Iheanacho is solely down to him. Do not agree at all. That's how it's been reported out from this colander that is the club now. There's a lot of leaking going on at the moment. I don't like it. I don't know many people that do like the fact that our club is getting leaks left, right, and centre. What I will say, however, is that the Olympic Stadium, looking at the bigger picture, looking 5-6 years from now, is a great move. It's a brilliant move. We have a great stadium there. Yes, my personal opinion is that at some point the club will buy the ground and will slowly redevelop it into a proper football stadium, the way that Man City's stadium was redeveloped from an athletics ground into a football ground. And when Etihad, I think that's when Etihad bought it, they started redeveloping it all. I honestly think that will happen. I don't know when, but I think in the next 5 to 6 years the two Davids will sell up. Some massive owner will come in and buy the club, and at that point I reckon the LLDC are going to be sick to the death of the ground and will sell relatively cheaply, not massively cheaply, but I reckon that'll happen. But we'll see what happens. But as I say, the London Stadium, absolutely love it as a stadium itself, not for football, by the way.